Welcome to Real Political. You know, as real as it get. We got to talk these politics today for everybody who been missing out on the main events and who really been missing what's going on in this world, man. We finna give it to y'all in a nutshell real quick, man. So first thing first, what you want to talk about, man?
We can start with Trump now offering immigrants a gold card, essentially, which is $5 million, and this is potentially for any immigrant from anywhere to be able to have a gold membership card, which this $5 million will give you access to all of the benefits of the United States, whether it be agricultural, business, whatever it is. If you want to come here for the land of the free, home of the brave, Trump is offering right now anybody $5 million to purchase a gold membership card.
All right, let me ask you this. First and foremost, right?
Mm-hmm.
$5 million.
$5 million.
We ain't talking about $5,000.
No.
We not talking
No.
about $500,000.
No.
We talking about $5 million. Now, why would you spend $5 million to get a gold card or whatever come to America? Like, why would you even want to do that?
There's a list of reasons why. One, it's opportunity. I want to know, where's the $5 million going? That's what I want to know.
Okay.
Where is the $5 million? So when you
What would it be used for? You saying like where's
or essentially what's the perks of having the $5 million? Like let's say, right, you get 10 people to spend the $5 million, right? Where is that money gonna go, and how is that money gonna be applicable to the United States and the government system within itself? Like, how is that gonna be applied? Where are they gonna apply that to?
Understood. But my issue then, right? If you can buy a gold card for $5 million, how do we know that we not letting somebody bad into the country?
Scammers.
Yeah, like a scammer.
Scammer.
You feel me? Somebody who already know how to play the system, who been waiting for their chance,
The opportunity.
and now they got the 5 M's because they scammers or they done did something. How do we know? Like, we talk about criminals coming in across the border, but what happens when you get like white collar crime or somebody who's a hacker or somebody like that? We giving them access to getting into the country now, right?
You're right.
So how do we determine? Are we looking at their records, or is it just you bring your 5 M's and you get in? Don't matter what you did. It don't matter if you're a war criminal. It don't matter if you a politician from another country that did some, you know what I'm saying, messed up stuff. Like, are we going to gauge the kind of people that's going to come for the 5 M's?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because like, that's like saying you having a party, right? You having like your own party, and you letting somebody pay a certain amount to get into the party, but you don't know them like that.
Right.
But you saying, okay, you know what? He got the money, so I'm
Let
gonna let him in.
Let him in.
But do you realize what kind of problems come with that? Like, if you just let any people come in, so they always talk about people coming in the right way and getting the proper channels and doing everything right. And there's a reason why we have all those things in place, right?
There is.
So if you just let somebody,
measures.
that's what I'm saying. So if you just let somebody pay their way in, who's to say we not letting in the next 9/11, plane pilot?
That's crazy, because they'll have the money to do that.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't know what they would like. We talking about anybody from anywhere, right? We could have let, if that's the case, who's to say we not letting the cartel in?
Well, per Trump, right? When it comes down to the deportation, he's currently he's deported about 200 Colombians.
Okay.
None of them were criminals, by the way.
Okay.
None of them were criminals. However, how do you feel about the deportation process, and how do you think it'll affect us if we continue at this rate 5 years from now?
I feel like it's going to cause inflation. I feel like inflation goes
How so?
up because when you start deporting these workers, if you ride down Highway 60 on any afternoon in Tampa, we live in Tampa, by the way, and you ride down Highway 60, and you look over to your right, you're gonna see a big strawberry field where they're picking strawberries. And if you get deeper into Plant City, you're gonna see it's the whole family out there picking this stuff. So when you look at it, it's not just the adults, it's the kids out there picking it too. So to me, this is like a form of modern day slavery. They're not getting like enslaved, but then they're getting bare minimum wages.
Ah.
And when you take away them people that's willing to do that for those prices, who's going to do it? And if somebody else is willing to do it, how much are they going to want to make to do it? And the construction, there's a lot of construction, a lot of roofing jobs.
And you know niggas ain't trying to work them jobs and have that kind of pay.
Let me ask you this. Even if they paid you $20 an hour, you picking strawberries?
Hell yeah, $20 an hour. I'm picking strawberries.
You think you could make it in that sun all day like that? Bent over every day?
See,
Like
I'm a realist, bro. I'm a realist. You feel me? So if it came down to me taking care of my family, I'll work at Burger King.
But do you understand like the strain that puts on your body, like
on a day-to-day
basis, and the sun bent over, and we in Florida, bro.
Yes, bro.
And we talking about when we talking about right now. Like look how hot it was earlier today.
Jesus.
And who and not only you. So you gonna come? You gonna bring your kids with you? You gonna bring
because
auntie?
they had a whole family
That's
out
what I'm trying
there.
to explain to you. So like even if they
sure.
paid you something that was decent, are you willing to bring your whole family out there to get it done?
I feel you.
On a day to day, not just one day, two. That we talking about 5-6 days a week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's just the produce. But what happens when you get into construction? Like a lot of the construction jobs, the stuff that they do, they don't even have the proper safety gear
Or insurance.
or insurance. If they fall off a building, it's so what? You know what I'm saying?
Call Miguel.
You
Tell
understand?
Miguel we
so
need,
so you got to look at what the role that these people play in America and how they helping to keep everything going. You know what I mean? It's like somebody has to do it, and these people are willing to do it because it's either do it or die. It's do or die for them.
Pretty much.
Because if they go back to where they from, sometimes it's death.
Some of them don't even have a green card, so they're not even in a position to make a executive decision, if you will, on whether or not they want to go back or they have to stay.
But some of those people can't go back. If they go back, it's life and death.
There's nothing.
So it's life and death because some of these people, they escape the worst situations. A lot of these people had to go from Central America, you know what I'm saying, all the way through Mexico on foot.
On some Harriet Tubman type shit.
You know what I'm saying? And then they finally made it to that border and they finally got across. And these people just want to work. They're not criminals. Like you can easily say it's criminals come across the border, but it's criminals born every day in America.
That's a fact.
Like so how do we determine who now it's gotta be a process to where you can say to me, my solution, just how I see it, is that one or two things. We got to find a way to get them work visas. Give them some kind of work visa. Where instead of just saying they're illegals and they come across, how about we find out who these people are, if they haven't committed any crimes, and they doing everything they're supposed to be doing, and they're willing to do this work, we need to give them some kind of incentive, like to say, okay, you know what?
An opportunity.
As long as you stay out of trouble, we will give you a work visa, just like we give to people from other countries.
Right.
And that's one solution. Find a way to make it where the people who take the criminals out, that's fine. But find a way to take the people who are not criminals, people who came here for a better life. Let's find a way to get them to where we can, you know what I'm saying, give them a chance. That's one way. Another thing is, how about we fix the solution to the problem at the base? Where's the root of the problem at? Is in these countries right now where you got like these dictator type, authoritarian presidents over in like Venezuela.
Facts.
Who lost the election,
by the way,
who called for 2 recounts and still lost the election by a lot, and refused to take his loss. And then you got people that got to go back to that, and it's like, how about we go figure out the problem, where the root of the problem is, and we find a way to punish the country or the government who's making it where these people are wanting to leave.
Now, something that Trump did say, which I'm kind of in agreement with.
Let's hear it.
So he made mention of Joe Biden, giving all of this money to Ukraine with no plan on having anything returned back to the U.S. for our efforts for helping them out. So Trump has now enforced or implemented something to say, hey, what do you plan on doing as far as giving us our money back? I think that's a step in the right direction as far as us aiding a war that we pretty much don't have anything to do with.
Well, the thing is with war money, right? First and foremost, let's just say that's all true. Let's say we get something back out of it, right? But in order for us to even have some kind of agreement like that, we have to have some kind of what they're asking for in exchange is we want security. We want some reassurance that we are going to be safe. That you're going to protect us and so when I listen to Zelensky, which is the president basically of Ukraine, prime minister, how he's saying I don't mind giving something, but I need something too.
Right.
If I'm going to give y'all my raw minerals or give y'all something that's worth something, y'all got to assure me protection that y'all not going to let Russia do this. Like y'all got to give me that security. So it's not that he's not agreeing to give nothing back. He just basically saying like if I get something back, the way American allies work and the way we agreed to protect them was we offer protection, right? So when Russia decided to invade them, right, and they decided to go in, it's America duty to protect. So now we can't say, oh, now you want our protection, we give you stuff, so we want something back right now. Like, no, it don't work. Like, we got to protect them. Until this war is fought and or we can't find a resolution, it's kind of up in the air. Like, you can't ask for nothing if you ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The money, and then people, and then the thing too, a lot of people talk about the money we gave Ukraine, right? We never really gave them actual money. That's what people got to mix. We're giving them resources. We're giving them resources. We're giving them giving like warheads and weapons and stuff. But this stuff that we, a lot of the stuff that we give them is stockpile stuff that actually has expiration dates on it.
Yes.
So if we don't use it, it goes to waste anyways. So a lot of people got to mix up when they're hearing like we giving all this money. We're not giving them money. We're giving them resources that have expiration dates on them. And a lot of the weapons we give them are weapons that they outdated. We're not going to use them. These are weapons from, you know what I'm saying? We got new technology now. We got better weapons now.
Right.
So what they fighting with is not the stuff that we would be fighting with. You understand?
Right.
So a lot of it is just up in the air. But before we wrap it up, let's talk about how the House just passed this resolution to cut Medicaid and EBT and healthcare for all these Americans, and how they're trying to slip it under the rug to where it's a 10-year plan where if Donald Trump is the president for the next 4 years, you're not going to see it actually happen on his watch. So a lot of people get it mixed up. They feel like they see stuff going on. He's signing all these bills. He's doing all these great things, but they don't understand this stuff don't happen overnight.
It does not.
This is stuff that take years. And it's stuff that we said previously that other presidents signed.
Even with Obama,
even with Bill Clinton and George Bush and George Bush dad and senior, and it's stuff that gets signed into law. But sometimes these are 20-year plans, they're 10-year plans, they're 15-year plans, they 30-year plans. They're not always like, so people think when they see a bill signed, oh, he just passed this.
Right.
It don't mean that it's gonna happen overnight.
Because essentially each president has the right to kind of do 2 terms of 4 years.
Yeah.
And to be realistic, a lot of shit don't be passed within those terms that they're in.
Especially what happens when you get one term, like Trump first term. Trump had 4 years.
Yeah.
Majority of the stuff he signed didn't even go in effect
until Joe Biden.
So whether it be good or bad, a lot of times who comes in after the president is the one who get. If it's good, they get the praise, and if it's bad, they get you know what I'm saying.
But to speak on that situation as far as I'll say this, right? Mm-hmm. This system has been ran a certain way. The government has been ran a certain way, even down into Medicare and Medicaid, right? Mm-hmm. They haven't changed any rules in regards to, okay, well, who qualifies for Medicare and Medicaid? Mm-hmm. It's been the same pretty much standard shit that qualifies you,
to a degree. They have amended it a few times where they up their age and they changed some of the stipulations.
That's
but they do
shit. I'm talking about the actual Medicaid and Medicare bill, bro.
But people forget that Medicaid come out your check.
My nigga, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
So
okay, so now you follow. Now you following me, right?
Hold on. Let's hear it.
Hold on. Mm-hmm. Now, look at the same structure on how it's built, being that we are paying into Medicare and Medicaid, right?
And Social Security.
Now, Social Security. Mm-hmm. If they alleviate this, we keep that money. From what they're saying.
But do we though?
This is what they saying. We keep the money because essentially what they want to do is. They want to alleviate any type of taxes, period.
Why is America one of the only countries that don't have universal health care that's paid for?
I have no idea.
And then
Because it's $1 billion business. That's why. Because it's
But-
$1 billion business.
yeah, but why is it that I can go to Mexico, right, and I can get all of my teeth pulled and all the veneers for $2,000, and in America it's gonna cost me 40, 50 grand. Is it really that expensive, or is it just that America price it at these companies have so much hold on the government? They got lobbyists and big people in big business to make it where it's that expensive.
It depends.
Cause you get a lot of stuff that we can get done, like surgeries and stuff. You can go to other countries to get it done for a
That's
fraction.
why they go to other countries to get it done.
But why should we not fix the system here to where it's affordable for all?
But I just told you, because it's $1 billion industry. You got to think, even with pharma, fucking what's the Pfizer, all of these big farm companies, cause they're getting billions of dollars.
But
bro.
do you know who they donated to in the campaign?
No.
Donald Trump.
Okay, I'll give.
But then he blamed Pfizer and all this stuff. But you know who they gave their money to? Donald Trump campaign. The big pharma. Go look it up. If all these pharmaceutical companies gave their money to Donald Trump, so what that tell y'all?
They all in cahoots.
And we're gonna leave it at that, man. We got a lot more to talk about. We're gonna try to get like some more up to date content every day. This is just getting y'all up to speed what we talking about right now, but we're gonna keep it coming like pretty much every day. Like, stay tuned. This is about to go crazy. We about to be into a lot of different discussions. So if you like what we talked about, like, subscribe, comment. Let's get it going.
Young.